Right, welcome back, Sunrisers. Well, Billboard artist 450 is in the house. He's here in studio and he has been pretty busy of late with hits after hits after hits. When you go on his YouTube, we're not talking about a little 500,000 views. We're talking about 45 million, 15 million, 10 million, 100 million. My God, him deal in the millions. Like a bad video for him is like 10 million views. Yeah, we're talking about, that's what you call hits after hits. But most importantly, he's working on his new project with artists like Davido and Shenseea. 450 is here this morning to share the good news on his latest album, Pieces of Me, as well as his album listening party that's happening tonight. Welcome to the house, 450.
450, how are you?
Morning, morning.
Good morning. Pieces of Me, what that title means in terms of how did you come up with that? Why that title for the album?
Okay, that's me realizing that the album that I made, the songs is just, as the name suggests, literally pieces of me, just expressing different sides and emotions of my personality.
For somebody who has not listened to the album, what would you say are the pieces of you? What are some adjectives or words that you can associate with 450?
I would say my emotions in terms of love, my views on different aspects of life. Just, I mean, the best thing I could say is just purchase the album, listen and get a deeper insight on 450. Yeah.
So tell us about the listening party. I think this is a novel idea. It's a smart idea to have a listening party to kind of get people into it, to introduce them to it. Tell us about where it's going to be taking place and how.
All right, so the listening party is tonight at Top Bar, sponsored by Top Bar.
Okay, that's at Evan House?
Yes, also Select Brands. You know, it's also going to be set up by Main Event, so, you know, it's going to be a nice setup for everybody. Just forward out, listen to some unreleased songs and just hold a vibe with me, the artist, and the whole team, and just, yeah.
Is it free to enter?
No, you can purchase tickets, RSVP tickets as well on 450.com.
Okay.
Go to the event section and you can get them there, so.
And what time you start?
I'm not sure the time.
Javi,
what time does the
artist start? Hello, Mr. Ambassador.
So,
what time?
Yeah. It should be 9 p.m.
Okay.
So there we go.
9. All right.
So it's a nice late evening vibe.
Yeah.
What kind of vibe is it going to be? Of course, you know, a Main Event is going to be good, but like, you know, you have any special guests that you're bringing out?
Maybe, let's see. Yeah, but tonight is just about 450 and the album.
Yeah.
Tonight, really that's main focus. So, as I said, us forward out, we're going to have our energy. It's going to be a musical atmosphere.
The song with you and Davido and Shenseea is really great. It sounds really good.
Appreciate
it has an international appeal, and I'm really hoping that it will cross over. Talk to me about that particular song, and you know, how did the collaboration come about? And when you heard the finished product, what are your thoughts of it?
All right, so you know, I was actually in Turks and Caicos doing a show at the time when Davido made a link to someone in our team, and I was on a video call with him, and he was just talking about how he respect my music and saying he want to do some work. So naturally, you know, that's a giant. So
Afrobeats market right there.
Exactly. So I tell him, as soon as I go back to Jamaica, I work on it. I got back to Jamaica, I went to the studio, did my verse, and I sent it back to him. Him did love it, and he just told me from there, I think it was probably like 4 months before the album came out, that he would be on his album, so. Yeah.
Nice. What has the response been like? I mean, because he has an entire throng, a massive following.
Definitely.
How has that impacted your career?
Massive, because since the song has been released and this album, there's a lot of reach from the African market, especially my DMs and people just connecting. So, you know, it's always a pleasure and a joy. You know,
I'm not suggesting that you derive validation from clicks and views and whatever, but what's it like for you? Because again, as an artist, we're just talking to a young artist of a different kind. What's it like as an artist? You create something. You are literally, as you've said, are sharing pieces of you, and you're saying, see it here. You don't know if the people are going to like it. What's it like when you start seeing the numbers rising, and when you see somebody like Davido call you and say, I respect your music? What's it like having shared pieces of you with the world and then you see a positive response?
I would say that's an amazing and humbling feeling. Just know where we're coming from. You get what I say? If, especially if you know 450, you know 450 is not the most outspoken person. Quiet, calm, collective. You get me? So my route of expressing myself was through music. So to say that my music has been a speaker for and a voice for so many, especially when I go to shows and the fans will come up to me and say, yo, 450, this song, when you make it change my life, yo, this helped me go through this situation. That means a lot to me. You get what I say? So as I say, humbling as always.
Your work ethic seems to be very intense and quite admirable. Like you look like you work a lot and you work hard, and I really admire that, because you know a lot of people will see the art or see music and just think of the hype and the girl them and the flashy clothes and the belt and the look on the stage, but they don't know a lot that goes on behind the scenes. What keeps you motivated even after having some level of success that you've had now? Some people just chillax style now say, yo, but you seem to just be going, and I really admire that.
I would say my friends, my family, and most important are the fans, you know? Always wanting to do more, always want to give the fans something to look forward to. You get what I say? Because as I say, people always tell me what music do for them, and I want to continue doing that, changing lives and helping people.
What would be the ultimate for you in music?
I would say just taking dancehall on a higher level than where it's at currently. That is what would be important for me.
I have to ask this. You mentioned doing shows, because a lot of the new artists, maybe at best, they are studio artists. They're good in the studio. They sound good on an album, but like they're not an experience.
They're not an entertainer.
They don't perform well. But, you know, your fans respond well to you. You're not just a bagger, jump up, dash for that, dash for that, dash for that, and nobody's hearing what you're saying. Like, what do you put into, like, a show? Because I gather that you're going to be on the road.
So, you know, we have rehearsals, you know, we always formulate ideas with the team and just try to execute them, try to see how we can make the show as entertaining as possible for the fans. So it's just... ideas, just my team, really and truly, you know?
One team, one dream.
One team, one dream. And it's, natural.
Nice. So the listening party tonight at?
At Top Bar.
At 9 p.m.
At 9 p.m.
Come out 450.
Forward out and listen to some unreleased music, some songs off of Pieces of Me, and come all over.
And where can we get Pieces of Me to purchase?
450music.com.
Okay, 450music.com. You heard it right here, 450 right here on CVM Sunrise. Next up, we'll be giving you the inside scoop on the hidden gems of Turkish fashion. Get ready to be inspired in Destination Tuesday. Sunrise will be right back. See ya.